The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting groups. If you'd like to produce a show, call us at 260-421-1250.
Let me be your lighthouse so I can show you the way. Let me be your shining light, keep you from drifting away. I'm the one that makes you try when...
Hello, over here. This is Patty Hunter on Patty's Page. Today we have several guests and two co-hosts. Today beside me is Terry Doran.
Hi, Patty.
And beside him is John Dickmeyer.
Hello, Patty. How are you doing?
That's good. That's good.
You're good?
And beside him is Angela Presley.
Yeah.
Hello, Angela.
Hi.
With Alonna's song.
Yes, yes.
And introduce your guest for me. How about that?
Sure. This is one of my mothers for the Alonna Song Mothers Group. This is Andrianne. And next to her is Shirley, a good mentor mother of mine. All three of our children, I say, have moved to heaven. So they're good supporters of mine. And
How long have you known her?
I've met Andrianne through the group. I've known her a little bit before the group, but we've really gotten to know each other during this time. Miss Shirley I've known for years.
Yes.
She's definitely been a rock even before Alonna moved to heaven, just a great mentor, just a great person herself.
This is a serious topic.
Yeah, yeah.
Angela's song. What is that all
Alonna's
about?
song is Alonna is my
Alonna's
daughter.
song,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Alonna is my daughter, Concordia High School basketball student who moved to heaven by way of a stray bullet.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So during that time of losing her, just a little bit of time alone, I just got it in my heart to have a group for other mothers who are going through the same deal.
How long did it take you to make this group become a reality?
I had a lot of solitude time, about 3 months of alone time. And then as time went on, it just inch by inch, it just progressed. Each step just went and everything just started falling into place.
God is with you.
Oh yeah, oh yes.
He's with you.
Yeah, yeah,
And your kids are in heaven.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God for that.
Yeah.
What are your goals for your group? Obviously, you started it to turn something terrible into something positive.
Yeah, yeah.
And describe a little bit of the progress. You've been doing this for over a year now.
Yeah, been doing it going on a couple of years now. The goal is just to bring the mothers together and just a healing time to talk about whatever they're going through, whatever they want to share about their children. And what I'm learning is no matter how your children move to heaven, car accident and adult SIDS, we feel so much of the same things.
Yes.
So much so it doesn't matter how. We're all going walking the same journey. So that's the goal, to come together and to help each other heal, and to not fall into a depression, to uplift each other, to keep each other in those good spirits. And we're going to have our down times, I know that, but for the most part, to uplift each other and to find your purpose through walking the journey. What's your purpose of going through this? What can you do to help others?
Has Angela been helping you too?
She has. I have attended the group several times, and I think it's a big help because what all of us have in common is that we've lost our children, that they're no longer here with us. So you learn to deal with things a certain way in different ways. Everything is not for everybody. Everybody has different ways that they deal with it, but once you're in there and you hear other mothers and see how they cope or how they deal with their situations and what works best for them, might not work for you, but you get ideas. And then when you listen to everyone else, you might have something that'll help the other moms that are in there. So it has helped.
And you, Shirley?
It's helped me from the standpoint that Angela asked me to come on as a mentor. My son he's been in heaven for 25 years now. And so it's helped me to be able to come and express my journey and how God has helped me through the process. So her doing this have allowed me to just share some of the things that I went through and how God brought me through it. And it also keeps my attention off of me, but give me the opportunity to help somebody else.
So you said he passed away by SIDS?
Adult SIDS. They could
Adult
not
SIDS.
find a medical reason for his death, and that was the only way they could term it.
Wow, I never heard of that.
Yeah,
Is that rare?
very rare, very rare.
So do you have other kids, both of you? All of you?
Well, I have 2 daughters.
And I have 2 more daughters and a stepson.
And I have 2 other adult children. Alonna was the baby. Yeah. Yeah.
You don't look old enough to have a
Oh,
children.
thank God. Thank God.
I want to ask, how did your siblings or the children address what had happened?
I'll let you go first because you're more.
It was a hard journey for them. It was sudden, as it was for all of us. And so at the time, my one daughter, she had just graduated from high school. The other one was still in high school. And so it was just another world. They had just entered into another world. And so it was a step-by-step, a moment-by-moment journey for them and myself and my husband. And so it was just by the grace of God that we're still here, we're still standing, and we're doing something to help other people and other young people to be ready to live this life and to leave this life. And I say that because we have a ministry that shares the love of Christ, and so we want to give them Christ
What
because
is the
you did
ministry
have it.
called?
It's called the Ewell Wilson Center.
Your son's name?
Where
Ewell
is that
Wilson.
located?
It's located 1512 Oxford Street.
Where's
Is that open to the public? Is it like a community center?
It is an after-school program for
Okay.
young people. We work with kids from the ages of 5 to 18.
Oh, that's
That's
good.
wonderful.
And you,
Adrian?
Adrian, I'm sorry.
A real journey for all the kids. They still struggle as well as all of us, but they've come around. Jaquan was also the baby of the group, so that was baby brother. So
Did they get the person who had the accident?
no, he had an accident. He was the only one in the accident.
I'm sorry. So how are you guys? It's been a while since all this happened to everyone. Yours?
This August will be 3 years for me. Alonna moved to heaven a week after her 17th birthday. So this will be the 3rd year for me.
And it'll also be the 3rd year for me, September the 6th.
Wow.
Jaquan moved to heaven a week after his 16th birthday.
Oh my stars.
Yeah.
And this was 25 years for you.
Yes.
So, John?
Well, listening to you, I know every experience is different. What is the common thread that some of you have experienced. Is it the initial loss, or is it the depression that comes as a result?
Sounds like all of it, doesn't it?
I would say it's the fact that we are missing our kids.
Yeah.
We're missing our kids, and we can no longer hug them or talk to them. It's all of that, and that's what brings us together, because it's a feeling that if you don't experience it, you can't really understand it. And so we connect because we understand that pain of losing, and I don't want to say losing, for your child to not be here right now. So I think that's the common thread with this group, is that we connect from that perspective.
Wow.
Yeah.
There must be a strong feeling of empowerment from all of this. I mean, as I'm listening to you, I'm thinking, you must, when this happened, felt so alone to begin with.
Yeah.
Like, why me? Why did this happen? Doesn't happen to anybody else. I mean, I'm not don't mean to tell you how you were thinking, but I'm thinking that's probably thoughts were going through your head, and then you come together and you see, no, I'm not alone at all.
It's
And
like
then
therapy.
the sharing of stories has that ripple effect of helping other people. It's
Exactly.
beautiful what you're all doing.
Exactly.
So, are you a therapist there, or do you have therapists, counselors, or?
I do not, but I tell my moms if that's what they need to
Then
go
you can
ahead
get one.
and get that. Any help that you can get, I strongly recommend. Yeah.
How often do you meet?
We meet once a month, the third Saturday of each month.
So,
Is that open to anybody that wants to
yeah,
come?
any mother.
Okay, yeah.
Any mother, yep.
so it's actually word of mouth, isn't it? Or
I'm getting more into the advertising, so
marketing.
for the first year it was pretty much word of mouth, but now I have the website up and different social media things going on. So
What's the website name?
it's www.alonnasong.com.
www.Alonna's Song.
Alonna Song, one S, Alonna Song.com.
Alonna, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry.
So that's pretty much how we're starting to get the word out now. I'm learning the marketing aspect of it, and just believe in God that it'll just keep growing and growing and just become global. Yeah.
So how far is it? Just Fort Wayne,
Um,
Alonna?
as far as the group, the monthly group is just Fort Wayne for now. Hopefully, I'll be able to travel and just do the same. Just have meetings wherever, different cities, different states, and just have meetings with moms, and just travel, and also, have my meetings here.
Yeah.
And then,
this is where your
yeah.
headquarters would
Yeah.
be.
Hmm.
So you're open to going outside the Fort Wayne area?
That's correct.
Probably not real far, probably as far as you can travel by automobile.
Well, I'm open. I'm open.
Oh,
There's
plane
mothers
and
everywhere.
train.
There's mothers everywhere. So,
And you can train other people
Yes.
Yeah.
to do your job. You don't have
or at least to learn that connection, that healing. That's because mothers are in pain. As I have a closed group on social media, and I have mothers in Africa and everywhere,
Wow.
Australia, and it's the same pain. It's just the same
Yeah.
across the board. So there's a link.
Do you have a lot of people at your meetings?
It varies. I have a handful. Some meetings I've had just me and her, and it's just as great. It's just as great no matter who. We're there for the bonding and the healing of each other. So I don't do numbers. Numbers are fine, but whoever's there, that's what we work with.
Where do you meet?
I meet the Lutheran Hospital campus down in the Cashman Auditorium.
And
Yeah.
what's the address of that?
I'm not sure of the Lutheran address, but it's West Jefferson.
West Jefferson.
West Jefferson, the Lutheran campus.
So you meet in the morning, afternoon? or-
From 2 to 4.
2 to
Every
4?
third Saturday from 2
Very-
to 4. Yep.
So you meet outside and then you go in, or?
Pretty much I let the receptionist know the meeting's going on. Anyone comes, just direct them down to the auditorium.
Oh, down.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
it sounds like a big auditorium.
Yeah, it's a nice size. Yeah.
So what do you normally do? I mean, what does she normally do when she has the meeting? What's the routine?
Well, she starts off with her song because that's what she does to help her get through with her dealing with Alonna. And then we talk about our babies. Some talk about, how hard it is, and others we laugh and remember the good times of our babies, of what they've done, or we share that with each other. So, I mean, I like it. It's a good thing that she does.
It's intimate.
Yeah.
Shirley, does she ask you a lot of questions, or do you ask everyone in the group a lot of questions?
She's had me to come up and just share with the mothers whatever God puts on my heart. But I see it as a great support group. Yeah. Like I alluded to earlier, these ladies know that we understand their pain. And that's the key thing. So they are open to talk, and they know when they talk, we understand. So I'm there, I answer questions, but also just to support and to share when needed.
Well, it's a wonderful thing you're doing. Again, and your meetings sound informal in the sense that the structure is if somebody needs you during the meeting to talk, you're there to listen, or you might have some talking points you go through to how to handle grief. But it's a beautiful thing. I mean, we all need support, and especially those of you who have had this tragedy. I know, and I applaud you for not viewing it as a tragedy, sort of. I mean, you're impressing me. I can only think of tragedy, but you're seeing it bigger than that. They're in heaven. It's almost a lesson that they are giving you to give to us, in a sense.
Yeah.
There's lots of hugs going on too.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
A lot of
I love hugs.
Lots of hugs.
Yeah. Well, you can't beat that.
That's healing, hugging.
Yeah.
They're more important. The hugs are more important because of the physical contact. Seems to me that a big part of your loss is actually the physical contact of your loved ones not being immediately in your life. They will always be in your memory, and they will always live for you and everyone that has known them. But it's important to have that physical contact too.
Very.
Would you ever consider opening it up to fathers, or would that be a different group? I mean, fathers have this pain too.
They do. I haven't come that far yet.
Okay,
I haven't come
wondered.
that far yet.
It will
I can-
branch out too.
Yeah.
then.
But yeah, that's what I mean. I mean,
I
it may
may
not.
open a meeting where
Yeah.
fathers are welcome. I just relate
Right.
more to
Sure.
the moms.
Sure.
To the
Maybe
moms.
you can be able to later on still have this group, but have a men's group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
Right.
Yeah. So.
This is still pretty new, actually.
Yeah, it is. It is.
You're pioneering.
Yeah.
Pioneer.
Yeah.
And these are your soldiers, eh?
And shoulders to lean on and cry on and laugh with, and my first holiday I went over to Miss Shirley's, and you know, I've just had, how do you get through Thanksgiving? How do, you know,
Yes.
that's, you know, a biggie, getting through the holidays, the birthdays, and, you know, she just had to, you know, give me her advice on that, and that just kind of helped get through that day. So it's like walking without pretty much knowing where you're going. It's just a step-by-step journey.
And you learn more. The more you talk, the more comes out, and people listen, and they can speak to you
Yeah,
and hear you, and
Yeah.
from the heart,
yeah,
they'll open up as well.
yeah. And I know that's where she speaks from. She's walked it. She's still walking it. So where I am, she's already been. So she's speaking from the heart,
That's true.
and she knows exactly where I am, and she's my go-to. She's my go-to, definitely.
How long has your center been going, Shirley?
It'll be 25 years
So almost.
in May. It's really funny because he died in November of '92, and by May of '93, we started in my backyard. So it was like immediately, but I believe that was part of the healing process. Again,
Yeah.
thinking about others and doing something for others.
Definitely,
Wow.
definitely.
John?
The important thing is doing something, is translating your feelings into something measurable, whether that's helpful for just you or whether it's helpful for someone else. When we have grief, that's what we have to do. The other thing that I've been thinking about is we were talking about holidays. I'm going to use a word, the word trigger. There are certain things that trigger, and I'll give you an example from my life. There are things related to my mother's death and my grandmother's death that trigger, and then that brings back some of the old feelings. And I imagine that each one of you has that trigger, and that's why getting together and getting that help that each of you give on a monthly, and I suppose through a phone call or
You help each
stopping
other
by
out.
the house,
Yeah,
that
that's
will
cool.
help.
Yeah, yeah.
We're almost to the end of the show, my friends. What do you see? Look, how can you encourage my audience, especially when they've been through what you have been through? How they can contact you, what you can say to encourage them through these humps.
There's a saying that us mothers know about. It's called waves.
Yes.
We have the waves where we're doing fine, and next thing you know, you're
Down
riding a
again.
wave.
Yeah.
You're riding a wave. So I just encourage you to ride the wave and don't let go. You're going to have those times, and if you need someone to be there, to talk to understand, that you're more than welcome to come to Alonna's song, and we're there and here to support and listen and understand.
So where is this again, dear?
Lutheran Hospital Campus, West Jefferson, lower level auditorium.
And
And
third
they-
Saturday every month, 2 o'clock.
Two
Yep.
to 4.
2 to 4.
Yeah. You know, you guys, this is therapy I'm listening to.
Yeah.
This is really helping you. And I love you guys. And I love you for what you're doing to help others and yourself, of course.
Yep. Inspiring.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So this is going on towards the end of the show, what would you like to say, Chair?
Well, just, having dealt with personal loss, my mother, my brother, not a child, I am a father of a teenager, and I just cringe to even think about how I would react to what you're going through. And just hearing you talk helps me to put that in perspective. So I really thank you, because there's nothing more powerful than helping others and turning your grief into something positive.
And John?
You guys do a wonderful job for others and for yourselves. And I admire each one of you for the constructive way that you're dealing with the loss that each one of you have felt.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's very easy to fall into self-pity.
Yep.
That's a trap, really. And once you're in there, it's really hard to dig yourself out. That doesn't mean that everything is rosy. You mentioned you have the waves, you have your down, but man, you inspire each other and you inspire others. That's the beauty of it.
And this is the end of the show. Thank you, my guests and my co-hosts. I love you guys, and I want you on my show again if you like.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. This is Patty's Page. I'm Patty Hunter. I'll see you next week. God bless everybody. See
In my heart and every dream. Don't let this time apart give in to all our fears. God will keep us close from up above. So until we meet again, Godspeed, my